The other end of this line is right here. And this is 12 millimeter. And once you get into the engine compartment, there's a lot of different lines and wires, stuff like that. Right here is the positive battery terminal, and make sure that you don't connect that with your wrench, because otherwise you get a shock, or it'll be a small shock, or you'll short it out and it'll spark. So just be careful working around the battery. You can take the battery out if you want to. This one is loose, I could take it out. I labeled all of the components so that I can put them back together. And like for instance, this wire, I put a negative mark on it. Same with this one over here. On the battery. And I put my other components and battery materials up there. Up there on that little shelf. You might find it useful to take, if you're using these flare nut wrenches, this is a 1/2 inch wrench, and this will work on some of the nuts. But if you can't get the nut loose, you can take your wrench, link it like this, and get a few inches of extra length to break loose some of those nuts. Okay, I've got 2 vice grips holding on to this battery. I'm going to try to get it out of here. There you go, that's pretty easy. That battery box was built like a tank, and I could not get it off of there. So now the next thing is you got to take these loose. Try to remember where these clips go. As I said before many times, everything on cars is called a clip. And here's one more. I'm sort of laying it out as they would look on the truck. Some of them are very difficult to get off of there. I decided to replace these lines one at a time. This one right back here, it hooks up here, That one goes right in here. And very difficult to see. Now we have to measure these fittings to see what size they are. I'm going to measure the end of it. 385 thousandths. Here's the other end. I'm measuring the threads. It's about 387 thousandths. So basically these are the same because these are tapered because they're pipe thread. That one is about 487 thousandths. First you got to take these bolts out. So now this assembly here continues on over here, starts back there with that square, then continues on this way. And there's a huge fixture in there probably. And then this rubber hose. And then it hooks onto the caliper. Right there. I finally did get this one. It is 12 millimeter. The nut is a little bit messed up. So it only grips in certain places. I was going to try vice grips on it, but that messed it up even worse because now the nut is a little bit chewed up. One of the things that the man at the automotive store brought out was, I said, well, this looks different than the new one. And here's the new one. Yeah, I said this looks different than the new one. So here's this end of it. So that looks okay. And then you come up here. That's slightly different. The bracket is the same. And I said, well, this part right here is all different. Well, it's the same actually, because this clip right here can be taken off. This clip right here, this is a spring clip. This can be taken off. Not sure how to take it off. Looks to me like you take it off like this. Okay, now right here is kind of a difficult thing. Okay, now you got to have a copper washer right there. You got to have a copper washer on there. And then you have to have a copper washer underneath the banjo bolt. Okay, here is what's called the banjo bolt right there. And this bolt has to go through this square piece, and then this pipe comes up like this, up here, and curls around down here. And then continues on over there, and right there there's a pipe that comes out at the bottom. So you must have two openings here, one here and one at the bottom. And then over here on this side you have a opening here for a brake line, and then a brake line back here. It's kind of difficult to see that back one. But yeah, there's a brake line right back there.